sunlit clearings where the daisy's not in play. It springs from rotten log and shadow at the end of a sullied day, where a secret finally died, or a vengeance found its birth. A fungus with a crimson cap, the richest hue on earth, pushing through the cypress needles in the silence after screams. It grows where blood is spilled in desperate, unfulfilled dreams. Not the body's blood, the spirit's, the kind that leaves no stain, except upon the atmosphere, a permanent psychic rain of anguish. I can smell it, a metallic sweet decay. I follow it like a bloodhound to where the dark things lay and fester, and then I see it like a droplet from a vein. The crimson cap in the murky dam, a product of the pain that soaked this ground. Yeah, the crimson cap in the cypress shade, a mushroom born of woe. I pick it with a bone hand knife and careful where I go, not to disturb the mycelium, the web beneath the mud that feeds on silent suffering, on a run of rotten luck, or a heart's last stand. I take it home, I dry it on the screen. It turns a deeper, darker red, a most unholy sheen. Then I powder it, a sprinkle in a rival's path brings fear. A pinch beneath the pillow makes lost truth become clear. In the dreaming, it's a powerful, blood-fed kind of spore, and I'm a mycologist of misery on this delta shore, dealing in crimson caps. I found a patch near the old train trestle where a boy jumped for a life. The caps were small and clustered like a weeping reddened eye of the earth itself. I gathered them, and now they bring deep sleep to those haunted by their choices, promises they couldn't keep. To themselves I found some by the still, where a partnership went sour. The caps were large and meaty, with a curious, compelling power to reveal deception. One whiff of that dried crimson dust, and a liar's tongue gets tangled in his own unrighteous lust. For falsehood, it's a service, in a way, a brutal truth. Spring from the ground where broken trust took root and poisoned everything. Now the poison has a form, a crimson cap to cut through another lie's wrought storm. That's my trade. Yeah, yeah, the crimson cap in the cypress shade. As a flash of light, a spark. My magic is a slow decay, a growth in utter dark. On nourishment of sorrow, it's a transformation slow, of human pain to something that a cunning hand can sow. To affect the world, it's neither good nor evil, it just is. A fungal fruit of anguish with the power that is his and hers who felt it first. I'm just the intermediary between the hurt that happened and the remedy. Oh, that grew from it, it's a cycle, a blood cycle of the soul. soul, and I'm the one who makes the broken pieces somewhat whole by using what grew there, the crimson cap. So if you've got a spot of ground that's heavy with a sigh, where love or hate or desperation made you wish to die but didn't show me, let me see if the crimson chooses to arise from that dark emotional compost beneath these swampy skies. If it does, I'll take it and I'll use it, and the ground, it'll be a little lighter, having given what it found to me, the crimson cap from the blood squid in the shade. Crimson cap, pay for the blood that was spilled and laid to rest, to rest, to rest. To rest. You'll never hear a woman from my line sing a happy major tune, at least not one that doesn't fray and wither all too soon into something blue. It's not that we ain't happy, don't you see? It's just a physiological fact, our biology. Our hearts beat in a minor key, a permanent soft blues, a built-in low-down harmony in everything we choose to sing or say. My grandma hummed a lullaby so sweet, but even to a baby's ear, it sounded like defeat was coming someday. It's the heirloom curse, the genetic drift toward the flat third and the seventh, a balaclava gift from my ancestors. We could win the lottery, you see, and our song of celebration would sound like an elegy. For the money we just lost, it's in the pulse, it's in the blood, a predisposition to see the shadow in the mud instead of the sun. Yeah, our hearts beat in a minor key, we find a cloud around the silver lining naturally. It's not a choice, it's just the way our instruments are strung, a legacy of longing on the vocal cords, the lung, the very heart. We laugh, but it's a laugh with a tear inside. We love, but it's a love that knows the turning of the tide. Before it turns, it's the family curse to feel the blue as a baseline, as a resting tone, as a forever hue on our soul. A minor key, a flat and wistful sound, in a world that's shouting major chords on every piece of ground we walk upon. We're out of tune with all the bright and bold. Our hearts beat minor as the family story's told again and again. I met a man who lived in major, all brash and bright and loud. He brought the sunshine with him, and he made me feel so proud to be with him. But in my chest, that old familiar hum, the minor key, it started thrumming like a distant silent drum of disappointment. Not in him, but in the surety that this would end in minor like the rest for me. And it did. He left because he said I made him sad, that my very presence was the sweetest grief he'd ever had, and he couldn't bear it to be the major chord against my minor strain. It wore him out, it caused him a peculiar kind of of pain. So we fled from my inherited sadness, my biological blues. Yeah, our hearts beat in a minor key. Yeah, maybe it's not a curse, maybe it's just a deeper kind of seeing, a sensitivity to endings, to the gentle, slow unbeing. Of all things, maybe minor is the true key of the earth, of growth and rot and loving, and what any joy is worth is a weight in sorrow. Maybe we're the realest, the ones who hear the baseline of the universe, which is composed of fear and beauty intertwined in minor, complex, rich refrain. While the majors are just simple, happy and in vain, denying the dust, we embrace the dusk. It's in our beat, our heirloom minor heartbeat, steady and complete in its gloom. So don't try to fix me, darling, don't try to make me major. You'll just cause yourself a headache, and you'll end up like that stranger who thought he could retune me. This minor key is mine. My mother's and her mother's in a long and faded line of blue women. Our hearts beat minor, it's our native tongue, the first and last song that will ever from our lungs be sprung. It's the heirloom, the curse, the gift, the minor, everlasting, beautiful, eternal drift of our souls, of our souls. Minor key, the heirloom curse of me and mine, forever minor and fine. Other folks, they dream of flying, or of long lost love or fear, fractured bits of yesterday, all jumbled and unclear. But the women in my family, we have a different track. Our dreams don't look to memory, they only look out back at what's coming. We dream the true dreams backwards, the ending first, then middle, then the starting words. We wake up knowing how the story's gonna finally mend or break. It's a useless kind of knowledge till you reach the end and say, oh yes, I dreamt this Tuesday, remember, plain as day. But by then it's done, and there was nothing you could say or do to change it. It's the heirloom curse to know, but only in the moonlight, in the subconscious flow of time reversed. Yeah, we dream the true dreams backwards, a cinematic reel that starts with the finale, with the way you're gonna feel. When it's over, we see the punchline a quarrel and the final sideways glance on the first night, to see the empty cradle clear and sweet before you even felt the new life kicking in your seat. It's a curse, a prophecy in reverse, a gift that's always late. By the time you understand it, it has sealed your fate or someone's fate. I dreamt of you in winter, though I met you in the spring. I saw you turn and walk away and heard the telephone not ring. For weeks then I met you at the dance, your smile so bright and new, and all I could remember was the winter dream of you leaving. So I held myself aloof, I kept my distance cold, trying to outsmart the backwards dream that my own mind had sold to me. But the dream was true, of course it always is. You left in January, just like the dream that is. Our family heirloom, not a vision to prevent, just to foresee in the wrong damn order. It's a peculiar destiny to know the ending first. Yeah, we dream the true dreams backward. It makes life feel like a book you read the last page of too soon. You're just flipping through the chapters, waiting for the afternoon, or the tragedy you saw in sleep. There is no suspense, just a slow, inevitable march to a previewed consequence. It's not a power, it's a burden, a spoiler for your soul. You can't warn anyone, cause the story's on its rolling. You only have the pieces in the wrong damn order. It's the family curse to be life silent, helpless recorder in the night, in backwards dreams. So if I seem distracted, if I seem to hesitate, it's cause I've dreamt the ending and I'm dreading the date when it catches up to the dream, to us, to me. It's the heirloom curse, this backwards prophecy. You'll live it like my mother and her mother did before, dreaming the true dreams backwards from a strange and ancient lore in our blood. The backwards dreams. Wake up, remember the backwards December. In June, the heirloom curse of the moon. You hear the legend of the man who came in midnight black, traded his old guitar strings for a brand new golden track. But I was there before him, leaning on the rusty post, a silent, watchful woman he would later mention most. In his prayers, I'm the dealer at the crossroads sign. I don't want your soul, honey, yours is tangled and it's mine. Enough already, I deal in other subtler kinds of pain. You want your lover back, your rival gone. You want the day to last forever, I can broker that, but here's the fee. You'll give me 7 years of peaceful sleep from off of thee. Oh, the memory of your first kiss, the choice is yours to make. At the crossroads conundrum, for heaven's or for hell's sake, I'm just a middle woman. Yeah, I'm the dealer at the crossroads, but I deal in Stolen moments, whispered hopes on which the heartstrings cling. My price is not your afterlife, it's pieces of you now. A year of laughter from your life, I'll tell you when and how to pay it. You want fame, I'll take the memory of your mother's voice. You want revenge, I'll take the half the strength out of your choice. To ever love again, it's a conundrum, don't you see? To get just what you're asking for, you gotta lose a piece of what you are. I'm the facilitator of the trade, a crossroads broker in the deals that desperate hearts have made since time began. I've seen them come with fury, I've seen them come with tears, carrying their burdens from across the wasted years. They think the devil's waiting with a contract and a pen, but it's just me, a woman, time and time again. With my own ledger, I take a month of sweet content. I take the color from a sunset, wherever it was sent. To bless your eyes, I take the simple joy of rain, in trade for making your arthritic father walk again. Without his pain, it's a commerce of the spirit, cold and clean. I get a piece of beauty, you get to realize your dream. For a little while, till the next one comes along, with another piece of living to make right another wrong. In their sad story, yeah, I'm the dealer at the crossroads. Yeah, I'm the dealer at the crossroads. My own soul, I sold pieces of it long ago. To start this business, now I'm made of fragments, don't you know? Of other people's happiness, their sorrow and their strife. I'm a mosaic of the bargains that have punctuated life. At this lonely junction, I have no peace of my own to keep. I traded it to hold the secrets that make other people weep. With joy or with relief, it's a conundrum for me too, to be so full of lifetimes and have not a single one that's true or mine. Just the crossroads and the deals. So state your business, traveler, what is it that you lack? And what piece of your living are you willing to give back? To get it, I'm the dealer, the devil's just a tale. The real magic's in the bargaining, the detail and the scale of human need. At the crossroads conundrum where the gravel meets the tar, I'm the woman who remembers who you really are and what you paid now. What'll it be? Your laugh for his love, your peace for the push from above. Crossroads deal. Forget the lonely devil with his fiddle and his grin. The real action's at my booth, where the serious trade begins. I'm the toll booth at the junction of desire and despair. You got a dream that's burning, you got a cross too heavy to bear. Pull on over, state your business, but my toll ain't no dime. It's a piece of your contentment, it's a little piece of time off your life's smooth highway. You want your sick child well, that'll cost you 20 random days of stories you could tell of pure uncomplicated joy. I'll take them from the bank of your future. You'll never know which days went blank. With happiness you'll just look back and wonder why the years seem flatter, like a beer left out gone stale and lost its cheers. That's my doing, crossroads conundrum, pay the toll, move on. Get what you think you need before the hope is gone. Yeah, the toll booth at the junction, that's my place of trade. I deal in micropayments that eventually get paid. And fool, you want the man who left you crawling back in shame. I'll take 5 years off the burning of your passionate flame. For anyone else you'll be ice cold, baby, safe and numb, but you have him growling before the morning comes. Is it worth it? That's the conundrum. I just collect the fee. I'm not the judge or jury, I'm the toll booth. Can't you see? At the crossroads of I wish and I can't stand it anymore. I open up the gate for you, you drive on through the door to your wish and leave a piece of soul. Road is my pay. I've had customers wanting rain for crops and wanting sun for hay, wanting silence from a neighbor, wanting someone just to stay. The price is always different, but it's always from the core of what makes life worth living. Just a little less or more, depending. I took a soldier's ability to start a ladder sound, so his nightmares were leaving and peace could be found in his bed. He sleeps like a baby now, through siren and through shout. But he also missed his daughter's laugh when she finally figured it out. He was safe, he paid the toll, he got the peace he sought. But the toll booth got the reflex that 1,000 battles bought in home. It's a commerce. Yeah, the toll booth at the junction. Yeah, the toll booth at the junction. Yeah, the toll booth at the junction. Some call me cruel, I call myself a necessary shade, a broker for the desperate deals that people have made with fate. Since time began, the crossroads was always here. I just built the toll booth to make the commerce clear, and binding no infernal fires, no celestial choirs, just a simple, brutal math of human wants and desires. And the cost, I'm the accountant of the cost, the toll taker, the junction keeper, the inevitable heartbreaker of your own making. You break a piece off, giving me to fix another piece that's causing you misery. That's the deal. That's the deal. That's the deal. Oh, so what's it gonna be? Time's wasting. State your price. What's sacred? Quiet piece of you are you willing to slice off and hand me? I'm the toll booth. Pay the fee and drive on through. The crossroads conundrum is waiting here for you to get what you want and lose what you got. Ain't that the story of this whole damn lot of humanity? I just facilitate the trade at the junction of desire. Don't be afraid, just pay. Just pay. Just pay. Paid. Gone. Toll booth. Crossroads. Done. Another one. When my daddy was buried, the women wore black veils. They sobbed into their handkerchiefs and told their painful tales of his goodness. My mama stood beside me, stiff and tall. Not a single drop of moisture her stony cheek would call. To duty and I felt the same, a desert in my chest, a dry and hollow ache that put the mourners to the test. They whispered, so unfeeling, but they didn't understand. Tears are a foreign country in our particular branch of the clan. It's the heirloom curse, we feel the sadness sharp as any thorn. But the well of tears was cemented over when we were born. To our mothers it's a genetic drought, a physiological fact. When the heart is breaking, our eyes just don't react in the usual way. Yeah, tears are a foreign country we can never visit, no. Our passports are denied, no matter how the sad winds blow. We feel the storms of grief, but they rage inside the bone, and leave our faces peaceful as a smooth and ancient stone. By the river it's the family curse not to weep or cry, to have a bone-dry sorrow as the weary world goes by, and judges us, they think we're cold, they think we don't care, when the truth is we feel it double, 'cause it's trapped in there. With no release, a saltless sorrow in every day. The heaviest kind of heartbreak a woman's soul can take and not spill over. My lover left me on a Monday with a note upon the bed. All the poets talk of rivers from the eyes and from the head. I felt my throat close up with a pain so sharp and real, but my eyes stayed dry as dust, with not a hint of how I'd feel. To betray me, I wanted the relief of a good heart, honest cry, to wash his memory away beneath a sodden sky. But the curse held firm, I sat in silence, parched and aching deep, while other women in my place would have a right to weep and be comforted. We don't get comfort 'cause we don't show the sign, we just get labeled heartless in this female brittle line of dry-eyed women. Yeah, tears are a foreign country. Sometimes I envy the criers with their red and swollen eyes, the way their grief becomes a thing that everybody buys. It's real, our grief is private, invisible, and so profound. It makes a silent, endless, echoing internal sound that deafens us. We are the desert, we absorb the pain. It doesn't run off us in rivers, it just soaks in like rain in the hard-baked earth and makes a strange and fertile ground for a tough, resilient, quiet kind of love to be found later, maybe. But first, the dryness, the heirloom curse, to have a heart that's an ocean with a permanent stone dam holding back the tears. Oh, don't expect my tears, my darling, when you break my heart in two. You'll feel it more than you can know, but what good will it do to show you? It's a family way, the heirloom curse, a dry-eyed lineage of women, which is so much worse than any screaming fit. It's a sorrow with no voice, a grief that has, by cruel genetics, made its choice to stay inside. Tears are a foreign country, I'm exiled here in the land of feeling everything with not a single salty tear. to prove dry inside the heirloom curse of pride and drought. You can't force it with no water, you can't pray it with no hymn. You can't plant it from a packet on a sentimental whim. It obeys a different season, a weather of the soul, a tempest of emotion that must first take its toll on the landscape of a person. Then and only then you see, after the flood of feeling has drained into the lee of the land, a single shoot of fragile seeking green, pushing through the mud left by a wounded, angry scene of the heart. The bloom only comes after the storm, after the psychic lightning has shattered the norm of a life. It's a blood rose with petals like a wounded, glows with an inner fire in the swamp's perpetual gloom. And I find it I'm the storm chaser of the spirit. Don't you know I follow the aftermath to where the strange things grow from the wreckage. Yeah, the bloom only comes after the storm of passion or of hate. It's a law of this low country, it's a mysterious fate. It grows where blood is spilled in torrents of despair, or lust in the mud of a betrayal, or in radioactive dust of a love gone supernova. And the bloom is different each time. Sometimes an orchid, sometimes a weed, sometimes a clinging vine, but it's always powerful. One petal can restore a memory lost. The scent can calm a murderous heart, no matter what the cost was to create it. I'm the horticulturist of hurricanes. I catalog the blossoms born from emotional pains, and I harvest them for a price, a piece of quiet for my mind, and trade for this blood bloom, this flower of a kind that grows after the storm. I found one after the church fire, a lily white as bone. It grew right from the ashes where a sinner had atoned with his life. The lily brings forgiveness to the one who holds it near. A dangerous pacifying thing, it soothes away the fear of damnation. I found one after a wedding feast turned to a brawl, a nightshade flower, purple black, the most dangerous of all. One glance can make you see the truth in any lover's eye. No matter how they lie, I keep that one locked up and try and use it sparingly for a high price, a decade of my own restless thoughts. It's worth it sometimes to not be so alone with the truth, but the bloom, it came from a storm of jealousy and shame. Now it's a tool in my cabinet with a label and a name. Yeah, the bloom only comes after the storm. I am not the cause, I am not the soothing rain. I am the one who arrives when there's nothing left but pain. In fertile ground I witness the bloom, I acknowledge its birth from the blood and the storm. I take it from the earth and give it meaning, a second purpose, a reason for the spill to become something more than just a ghost upon the hill of memory. It's a transubstantiation of feeling into form, and I am the humble priestess in this peculiar swampy norm where blooms follow storms and blood feeds roots. So let the storm rage, let the blood be spilled, the heart's ferocity You won't find it in no garden where the soil is turned and tame. It don't grow for sun or water. It don't answer to a name in any common language, but down where the river bends, where a heart was broke from passion, or where violence meets its sins. Look close in the moonlit mud, a vine with a blossom, deep blood red, scarlet morning glory, growing from a violent bed of emotion. It grows where blood is spilled, not from a knife or gun, but from the heart's own hemorrhaging beneath the wounded sun of betrayal or desire. I know the places, I know the signs, the heaviness left hanging in the delta's tangled pines. I go there with my basket and my careful knowing hands, and I harvest me a blossom from those unforgiving lands. Yeah, the scarlet morning glory vine, a flower born of pain. I gather up its petals after a lover's hurricane, or a murder makes no difference to the root, to the dark, thirsty ground. It feeds on strong feelings, the lost and never found. Pieces of the soul, I dry it in the attic where the shadows lie, and I grind it to a powder with a faraway look in my eye. For a purpose, one pinch in a tea brings back a memory, fierce and bright. 2 pinches in a pocket makes you win a midnight fight. It's a powerful blood-grown magic, bitter and it's true, and I'm the only woman in this swamp who knows what to do with the scarlet vine. Where a man was shot for cheating. The blooms were small and twisted with a rhythm like a beating heart of fury. I found some by the old churchyard, so sweet and full, where a widow cried her life out till her very heart was null and void. Those flowers were the largest, with a scent that could make you weep, for a joy you never had, a promise you couldn't keep. I used those for the lovelorn, to ease the awful ache, to give them one night's dreamless sleep, for heaven's sake. And my price, a story, a secret, a year off my own restless mind, paid in the currency that I myself can't seem to find without the scarlet vine. Yeah, the scarlet morning glory vine. Some say it's the devil's work, this harvest that I reap, but the devil don't care about the tears that women secretly weep. Into the loam, I'm just a reaper of the consequences, see, turning grief and rage and passion into a utility for the living. It's alchemy of mud and hurt and time, into the scarlet morning glory on its treacherous climb toward the moonlight. And I'm its priestess, its collector and its thief, finding a strange kind of solace in this botanical grief that grows where blood is spilled. My own blood's in there too, in every blossom picked, in every powder I brew, a part of me. So if your heart's been punctured, if your rage is like a flood, don't come to me for sympathy, just show me where the mud has drunk your pain, and I'll go there in the quiet of the night and see if the scarlet vine has borne its unforgiving light in that spot. And if it has, we'll make a deal, you and me. Your pain becomes my harvest and your remedy. My scarlet and morning glowing, blowing glory, bloom blood, bloom. In my room, the scarlet vine come to me with hunger, with a need that burns like coal. You want the world to notice, you wanna claim your goal of power, of passion, and I listen to your plea. Then I name my price, which is a curious one, you see. I take the echo, leave the sound, the memory of the ring. After the bell is struck, the ghost of the song you sing. When you're happiest, I'll take the afterglow of your delight, and in exchange I'll make your enemies take flight. Into the night you'll have the victory, loud and clear, but you'll forget the taste of it, the roar inside your ear. Of the crowd it'll be a fact, not a feeling, that's my trade. A crossroads conundrum in the shadow that I made for business. I'm a broker of residuals of what's left behind after the moment's over. In the cavern of the mind, I take that residue. Yeah, I take the echo, leave the sound. I deal in the aftermath on this unholy ground. Of the crossroads you can have the lover, hot and true, but I'll take the memory of the first time he looked at you. With wonder you'll have him, but you'll never quite recall the electric shock of the beginning, the sweetest part of all. It'll be mine, I collect echoes, the vibration in the air. After the truth is spoken, after the loving care has been given, you get the thing, I get the feeling it once gave. It's a conundrum for the foolish and a bargain for the brave who don't mind living in a slightly faded now. A poet came to me once, begging for the perfect word to make the whole world listen, to make his voice be heard. Above the noise I gave it to him and made him famous, sure. But I took the satisfaction when a line of verse was pure. And right now he writes masterpieces that the critics all applaud. But to him it's just a job, a tapping at the sod of language. He gets the fame, I got the joy of the create, the silent private ecstasy that used to be his fate. Before our deal he doesn't miss it, he doesn't even know that the echo of his genius is what he let go. To get the sound, that's my specialty, that's my crossroads fee. I leave you with the substance, but the shadow belongs to me. The echo, yeah, I take the echo, leave the sound. An echo of 1,000 other lives, a chorus of forgotten joys, of taken away thrives. I live in the resonance of bargains I have sealed. I own the memory of feelings that were once so real. To others I am rich in ghosts of passion, ghosts of mirth, the most haunted woman on this weary spinning earth, but also the most empty, because I have the echo, not the source. I ride the fading wavelet on its inevitable course to silence. It's a conundrum to broker in the past of other people's present. How long can this last before I'm just an echo myself? So if you want the kingdom, the crown, the solid ground, be prepared to pay me with the echo, not the sound. I'll make you king of everything that's tangible and true, and I'll keep the fleeting magic that once belonged to you. In the beginning, at the crossroads, it's a fair exchange, I feel. You get the world's applause, I get the way it made you feel. crossroads conundrum. My great granny Lucille, they said she had the knowing eye, could point to any field hand and just whisper by and by. And by next Thursday morning he'd be laid out cold and still. She never meant no harm by it, it was a bitter pill. Her own to swallow, mama had it softer, but it's true. She'd get a taste of copper when the reaper was near you. Just a day before a metallic dusty sign, we see the shadow on the sun 3 days before it's time. It ain't a gift, it's just the way our women's blood runs deep. A family heirloom that we neither give nor keep. By choice, it's just a curse of knowing. Quiet and precise, we see the darkness gather round a soul just once or twice, then it's gone, and so are they. Yeah, it's the heirloom curse, passed down from daughter down to girl. Now diamonds are fine linen, just a whisper, just a pearl of awful foresight. We see the shadow on the sun, we feel the chill in summer when the long race is run. For someone we don't weep at funerals, our tears were shed before, when we saw the light around them not shine quite like it did of yore. It's a burden and a blessing, there's strange and silent sight, to know the exact moment when a soul takes its last flight. 3 days ahead is the family silver of the soul, a heavy knowing weight that takes an everlasting toll on our laughter. I met a man with laughing eyes who promised me the moon, but on a Tuesday walk I saw his light go out too soon. By Friday, so I kissed him hard, and then I sent him packing. He called me cold, he called me cruel, his poor heart was a cracking. But better that than see him in a box of polished pine, because I saw the shadow fall across that love of mine that very day. So I'm the heartless one, the one who runs away to spare myself the vision of their final dying day. It's my kindness, my inherited peculiar brand of care, to love you with the knowledge that you soon be there in the sunlight, just in shadow. Yeah, it's the heirloom curse. Yeah, it's the heirloom curse. They think we're witches or we're mad, or simply just unkind, but we're just archivists of endings with a certain kind of mind that's tuned to the departure, not the stay nor the birth. The saddest kind of wisdom here on God's green earth. So we live a little distant, hold our loved ones at arm's length, to spare them our predictions and to spare our own heart strength. It's the heirloom, the curse, the knowing the price we pay for being daughters of the women who see the end of day before the dusk. So don't ask me about tomorrow. tomorrow. Don't ask me for a vow. I might see the shadow on your handsome face right now and have to walk away. It's the heirloom curse, you see. It's the only legacy my mama gave to me, and I'll give to no one. I'll end the line with me. This seeing of the shadow, this awful lonely sight, to see the shadow on the sun and know it brings the night. For someone I might love, so I know the heirloom curse is done. Is done. You won't find money in my till, no silver and no gold. The currency I deal in is a different kind of old. And valuable my ledgers, written in faded ink and years, and stifled sobs, in forgotten fears, in I love yous that were never said out loud. I'm the accountant of the desperate and the proud, who find my corner at the crossroads conundrum. I sit and I take note. You want your business rivals ship to barely stay afloat. That'll cost you, let's see, the genuine warmth you feel for spring, the simple pleasure that a newborn puppy's yelp can bring. I'll take that sign here in the dust with your own name, and the deal is struck and nothing's ever quite the same. For you or for me, I add it to the ledger. Yeah, I keep the ledger at the crossroads of the things that people pay, not with coins, but with the brightness of an ordinary day. Gone dim, I've got a column for innocence, and lightly used a page for dreams once brightly colored, now permanently bruised. It's a conundrum, see. To get, you gotta give a piece of what makes your fragile, precious life worth living. To me, I'm the broker, I hold these things in trust, a vault of stolen mornings, a cache of vanished lust for life, and I grow richer in the saddest kind of way, as my ledger fills with fragments of what people gave away at the crossroads. A woman came last Tuesday, wanted beauty, wanted fame. I took the memory of the scent that bore her childhood name. Of honeysuckle, now she's on the screen, her face is known by all, but when she smells a summer bloom, she feels nothing at all. Just empty. A man wanted his lost son back from the war. I took the feeling of home from behind his own front door. Now his boy sits in the parlor, a silent haunted guest, and the father wanders his own house, putting his own heart to test with its new emptiness. It's a conundrum, a trade. I facilitate the choices that desperate hearts are made, and I record them in my ledger in ink and years. Yeah, I keep the ledger at the crossroads. Hey, sometimes I think I'm doing good, I help them in a way they get their heart's desire for a price they choose to pay. Who am I to judge if it's too steep? I just provide the means to tilt the world a little to fulfill their desperate scenes of need. I'm not the devil wants the whole. I just want a souvenir, a tiny partial toll on their humanity. It's a business, a brokerage of human experience, a strange ethereal mortgage on the joy in my ledger sinking too deep. I'm just the bookkeeper. So what's your offer, what's your lack? Consult your inner worth. What piece of living in your chest is causing you less mirth? Then this thing you're asking for, I'll take it. Well, make the trade, another entry in the ledger that'll never ever fade. In ink and years, at the crossroads conundrum, my office is always open, dealing in the intangible, the secret and unspoken parts of you. Patriot, ledger, memory, fear, crossroads for me. All the ladies tend their roses with their bonnets and their gloves. They worry about the aphids and the turtle doves. My garden has no fences, and it's spread across the land. Wherever strong emotion made its final fateful stand. My garden's fertilized with sorrow, with rage, with sharp despair. You won't see it unless you know the look of a heart laid bare upon the ground. Then a week later, if the feeling was sincere, a peculiar kind of greenery will quietly appear. A thornless bramble with a berry black as a moonless night. It grows where blood is spilled, and it's a terrifying sight. To those who don't know better, to me, it's just the crop, the yield of human drama that I carefully go and lop off at the stem. The sorrow berry, that's the name I gave. It's not in any botany book, from cradle to the grave. It's in my book, my ledger. Yeah, my garden's fertilized with sorrow, and I reap the bitter fruit. A single berry crushed and dry can make a lie stay mute. On a man's lips, two berries brewed into a strong black tea will show you in a vision what your future's gonna be if you stay your course. It's a blood-born divination, sharp and clear, and a cost is just the memory of what you used to fear. Before you knew, I trade in futures harvested from past, from patches of emotional ruin, vast and vast across the delta. I'm the farmer of the fallout and the feud, and my garden is the evidence of every attitude that went too far. I got a berry patch near the courthouse steps, from perjuries and lies. Those berries give a clarity that truly terrifies the guilty. I got a vine near the riverbank, from a suicide's last wail. Those berries bring a sleep so deep, it's almost like a jail. From waking, I got a shrub out by the highway, from a jealousy that killed. Those berries, they can bend a will, make a stubborn mind be still. And compliant, it's a dangerous harvest, but it's honest, you'll agree. It grows from truth of feeling, however ugly it may be. And I just cultivate it, turn the raw spilled psychic pain into a tool, a tincture to be used again and again. For those who pay me in stories and years off my own lonely clock, for a sorrow berry from my strange and ever-growing stock. Yeah, my garden's fertilized with sorrow, yeah, 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 yeah. They ask me, ain't it morbid? Ain't it wrong to profit so from other people's misery, wherever it may grow? I say, honey, misery's a weed that grows without no help. I'm just the one who puts it on a high and useful shelf. Instead of letting it run wild and choke the better flowers, I give it purpose. I transform its dark and poison powers into a kind of medicine or weapon, depends on the need. I'm a pharmacist, a passion, planting a different kind of seed from the one that was sown. It's a conundrum, but it's my life, garden in the blood spills of trouble and of strife. So if you need a potion or a powder or a spell, don't bring me money, bring me news of where the strong feelings fell and festered, and I'll go inspect the site. And if my garden took, we'll talk about a trade. Just bring your pain and I'll bring my book of remedies fertilized with sorrow, blood spilled blooms, chasing away the regular old garden variety gloom with something strong.